You getting into trouble?
Always.
You're always running off somewhere, aren't you?
From one fire to the next.
I am Jowen Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. I looked into you. An upstart assassin whose grandstanding against the Antam attracted too much attention. Sounds brazen, even for an Antivan crow.
Do you know what the Antam do to prisoners? Those people needed saving, and I didn't have time to ask for permission.
So I'm interested in hearing how an Antivan killer for hire unleashed the Blight.
I think unleashed is a little strong. It was an unfortunate side effect.
The Blight was a side effect?
Yes, of stopping the Dreadwolf, elven god of lies, from destroying the Veil. We did stop him, by the way. You're welcome.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
Right, but it all ties together. See, when we disrupted the ritual, Solus got trapped in the Fade. But two of the elven gods got out. Elgranon and Gillenane, we think. And they're blighted.
Why would elven gods be blighted?
The ancient elven gods used the blight. That's why Solus imprisoned them. The point is that the gods are making the blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
I suspected more politicking from the remnants of the Inquisition. I see now that I was wrong.
I'm really glad to hear that.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
I don't have time to sit here and stroke your ego. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming, and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
You have blackmail material on the leader of the Grey Wardens just lying around?
Of course not. Where would I obtain something like that?
Oh, you were bluffing. That's actually scarier.
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mayvarus Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mayvarus and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen?
Mayvarus was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
I think we made an enemy of the First Warden today. Well, more you than me. He just thinks I'm a dangerous idiot.
Ha! Enemy? I've ignored greater men. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Did the Magisterium explain why the Archon's palace rained fire on the city?
Wasn't it a mistake? You know how finicky those magical defense systems can be.
It's just so sad. So many people were hurt.
I'm sure they're fine.
Rook, good to see you. This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
Solus lived here. The Dreadwolf. It was gonna have quirks.
Solus is the worst tenant I followed, and that's saying something.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the Chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tevinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
Uh-huh, great. What happened with the diamond?
Long story.
Ah, what's the short version?
You take a dip off the dock for a rock, make sure the mage can't freeze you in. You know, that job would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
These papers are from Minrathis, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die.
What?
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Docktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are. Look who's thoughtful.
Look at all those green leaves. You have really brought this place to life.
Amazing what a little weeding and water can do. They're growing so fast, too, even the ones I haven't tended. Maybe they just needed someone to remind them?
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Any day you spend with the Seventh Talon is a good day.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh, right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Thea waiting.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have. Plenty. Ever since it hurt Harding.
Remember that story I told you about me and Hawk, Meredith and Orsino? How the trouble started in Kirkwall? On our expedition to the Deep Roads, that's what we found. That's what my brother tried to kill us for. An idol made of red lyrium. That sang a song which drove anyone who heard it mad.
Are you sure it's the same thing?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Well, that depends. Am I just talking to Lace Harding, or...?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
I know you can handle this. Trust yourself and trust the team.
We sail.
That cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
I keep telling myself it's not real, but it sure feels like it.
Darkspawn, let's clear them out. If the Darkspawn are here, the blood in this island must be running wild.
If the Guardians can't handle them, then it's up to us. You met Morgan when she was an advisor to the Orlesian Empress, didn't you? I've read stories about how tricky it is to navigate the royal court in Orlais, you know, socially. And Morgan's so comfortable in the forests, it's hard to imagine her at court.
She didn't present herself as a wagon-sized spider, so that probably helped her fit in. You know, even as a spider, she wouldn't have been the most venomous person there.
Another of those Fen'Harel altars.
Anyone else feel like these buildings could collapse at any moment?
Let's not linger here.
See that? Bad guys. Looks like we're doing this! You got it.
Watch ahead.
All right, let's get them. Don't stay there. Good hit.
Why does everyone call you Harding and not Lace? Is that a Ferelden thing?
Oh, that's just a me thing. Charter called me Scout Harding, and it just stuck.
Huh. But I can call you Lace, right? It's such a pretty name and unusual. Pretty unusual. Ooh, or unusually pretty. One of the two. Or both.
Yeah, you can call me Lace.
Oh, good. I just wanted to check. Casey hated it.
Over there, another entryway like the one that took us to that Solus memory. There. It's happening again. We're in another of Solus's memories. Remember last time, the past really can still hurt you.
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus, whatever happened in this memory, he was personally involved.
Come to us and make yourselves known. Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
More visions of the past. Solus sent these spirits out to fight the gods. If we're spirits of disruption, let's act like it.
Oh, I think I'll be good at that.
How did the wolf call up so many?
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp. Okay. Think like a spirit of disruption. We're through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
That's the last of them. More enemies, go!
They bring the strength of the Fade!
We're almost through to their citadel, and the Evanuris know it.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close. Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. Will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them! Death to all tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
You must hold fast! For victory!
The gods send aid! This is as far as you go.
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me?
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached their Citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solus, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
Ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
And they were beings he respected. Imagine what he did to his friends.
Let's see what this fragment can tell us. That Fade Tear is spewing blight. That must be how the gods are sending blight into the crossroads.
Did I hear you right? You've been to Halam Sharal, the Winter Palace?
Only for one night, and I saw mostly the gardens and the stables.
Oh, that must have been grand.
Gardens, yes. Stables? Fancy stables don't smell better.